What, this whole thing?
There's been a lot of talk about Noah Gray. What's he brought to the room?
Rightfully so, man.
And do you embrace being a mentor to a kid like that at your position? Can you maybe talk a little bit about your relationship with him?
Oh yeah, he's gonna help us this year, man. I can't wait till the world sees what that guy can do, man. He's doing an unbelievable job of just learning this offense. There's so much you have to do in this offense as a tight end, and especially the move guy, not just the Y tight end, but being the U. And your knowledge you have to be understanding what everybody's capable of doing. The running backs, the wide receivers, the fullbacks, and not only that, but know the tight end position. I think what Noah's doing a great job of is just getting in that playbook and being able to go out there on the snap of the ball, play with confidence, and play fast. And from there, it's just every rep. Every rep you get, you learn something, and you can watch other guys and figure out, how you want to attack certain defenses with those reps. And I think he's doing a great job of just, going to work here in training camp and trying to become the best football player he can be, man.
I know you're a guy that wants to get better every year, but is there something specific that you're identifying during the offseason, during training camp or whatever, that you're really trying to hone in on?
This year specific, the run game, I always have to get better in the run game, be more accountable in the run game. For guys like Clyde and Dirty and even Jet, our number one, baby. Jet's out there flying around, and he looks good running, and the guy's quick. So I don't know, just little things like always just being accountable. You can always find voids versus certain types of defenses. And that's the biggest thing, is just getting on the same page as the quarterbacks and making sure that everybody is understanding of what we're trying to get done. And if something, needs to get tweaked, talk about it and communicate about it. But other than that, man, I'm just trying to be accountable. As the offense changes, new things are going to be presented, and you got to be ready for all of it.
Travis, do you have any thoughts one way or the other on the 17-game schedule?
I wasn't for it, but I can see that it's happening. So heck, it's happening. So I'm rolling with it. I'm not trying to think anything of it. I don't think it really switches up anybody's mentality. I think you just add that extra game to the season, and you, at that point in the season, you just have a routine going already that's already set in place. And I know Coach Reed is a great leader, so he'll take care of us and make sure that we're not only ready for the game physically, but ready for the game mentally.
Have you talked to him maybe about lightening your load on a weekly basis a little
No,
bit?
baby. I actually asked him if I could get more reps. Just so I need to get better. So I got to get more reps out here, man. I'm already 3 days behind because my back tightened up on me. So I'm a couple days behind, and I got to get my reps in, man.
You mentioned being ready for the game mentally and physically, and you guys have had 2 long seasons. I know a lot of guys talked about, hey, this off year maybe was a little bit more time with family or travel, meditation, Pilates, yoga, whatever it is. Anything that you did this offseason to kind of just recharge mentally and get away from the game?
Nothing that I typically wouldn't do. Getting around, visiting family in the offseason, visiting friends, going to events, things like that is kind of just who I always have been and who I am. I'm a traveler. I love to go places, see new things. So I think all that kind of, stepping away from it was always that little, that little voice in my head telling me that I got to get to work, knowing what happened last year, and I got to figure out a way so I don't ever put myself in that situation again. But other than that, man, it was a very similar offseason to everything that I've had. But ready now more than ever, man.
You mentioned you weren't for the 17-game season. Why weren't you for that proposal?
I don't know. I just kind of it throws an extra game at guys trying to get ready for the playoffs. That's really it. Heck, I thought the 16-game season was good enough, but if guys are okay with playing one more, throw another one on there. I'll roll the ball out and anywhere you want, man. The parking lot, you name it.
We know Andy really likes putting multiple tight ends at once out there. You talked about Noah. What does Noah's addition and the re-addition of Blake Bell maybe mean for that he likes to roll out?
The Belldozer, baby. Man, it's good to have him back in the building. Just a guy that loves to play football, loves to come into the office and get after it. And then the tight end room, having another vet in that room to bounce ideas off of, to hear what he has to say on a lot of different things. So we're just nonstop learning in there, and it helps the younger guys like Noah and Jody, Evan, and then you throw in Kai's, a guy that was there all year last year, being a staple for us at the Y. And it's just right now we have a great room, and we're definitely going to make it tough on Coach Reed and Brett Veach to just single it down to a few guys, man, because everybody's out there playing fast, playing aggressive, and playing great football.
How was your back feeling? How's your back going?
Oh, we're rolling, baby. I don't know if you saw me out there, but I'm rolling.
You mentioned that tight end room, and you mentioned Jody Fortson, but you've been around him now. I think it was your third camp with him.
Yes.
What is the biggest thing, the biggest jump you've seen out of him?
I think now that he's in the tight end room, he's starting to find a more of an understanding of the all-around game. At wideout, it was kind of just making sure he knew the plays and his splits. I think now, being in his third year in this offense, he understands all those things just like the back of his hand, and now he can actually think and react to what the defense is doing, knowing his job. And then you put him at the tight end position. He's a big physical guy, one of the most explosive guys on this team. Very strong, and it's been awesome to see him transition in the tight end room, because right now he's running with you. He's playing real well.
Everybody mentioned McCole, and it does seem like he's maybe taking a step. What have you seen different out of McCole this camp that maybe you didn't see those first 2 years?
Attention to detail, and not to say that he didn't have that before, but I mean, as you get older, you can see guys focus on certain things, react quicker to certain things, and that comes with a lot of film study, comes with a lot of reps. I was talking earlier about Noah Gray getting the reps. It comes with reps. Reps help you understand and feel confident in what you're doing as you're running routes, as you're seeing things develop in the blocking game. And that's McCole, man. McCole running so dang on fast out there, man. Those little things that can help him get open even more are really going to help this football team.
Travis, I gotta ask you about the mustache, man. What's going on with the team? What's going on there?
I mean, Mustache Mondays, baby. I'm just, we started it up. I shot a text to a few guys, told Dieter, we were doing it. Dieter got on board. He made sure he let everybody know. We talked to the O-line, got a few guys on the line to jump in with us. We even got Andy Reid to jump in with us. And it was, we kind of didn't give him an ultimatum. He usually doesn't jump in on things like that, but this time Mustache Mondays was all about him.
Who's got the best one? You think on
I think Coach Reid takes it, man. He's had that thing sitting there for about a good 40 years now. I don't even know. I got to ask him, when's the last time he shaved that sucker? The only picture I can find is him at BYU without one. And there he kind of looks like Chris Farley, R.I.P.
You're a fashion icon in Kansas City, so a lot of guys will start with a standalone mustache, maybe some girls too, I don't know. But
Who knows?
will this make it out of training camp? Is this just for training camp, or is this going to make it to the regular
It's a
season?
good question, man. I got to ask Kayla. I got to ask my lady. I don't know. We'll see what she says. She did. She's not a fan of it right now, but sometimes, not everybody likes something new. You got to get used to it. So we'll see. I'll probably stick it out another week. I don't know. We'll see.
Camp's a grind. How beneficial are things like that as teammates finding fun, lighthearted things to do like the mustaches?
I mean, just little stuff like that. It keeps training camp fun, like you said, and it just, it builds chemistry. It gets guys, rally together for whatever reason, have some fun, go out there, get fired up for a Monday after a Sunday off, and it's little stuff like that kind of gets you through the dog days of training camp, and who knows what this team can be, right? So right now we just take every single day to bond a connection with each other so that we can give ourselves the best chance to play for each other when it comes Sundays, man.
We got time for a couple more. I'll go Neil and then Sam.
There was a time in this camp, you well know, that you guys would dominate the defense. They were running, trying to get better, but the offense dominated. What are you seeing from this camp, from this group you're playing against?
I mean, it's been going back and forth from us in the defense. I think yesterday, the first day of pads, the defense definitely got us. I know I've been getting locked up by Dan Sorensen and a couple other guys on a few plays, and it's just that's how you get better. That's how you get better. You find ways to beat a guy, even though they've seen this play 100 times and they know it's coming. You got to find a way to win your matchup. And when in the run game, they know it's run. Let's go ahead and still find a way to win. And that's how you get better as a football team is just attacking each other every single day. And we had a couple new guys kind of open their eyes after that first day of pads, like this is every day. We do this 3 more days, and it's just like, yeah, this is Coach Reid's training camp, man. It's still within the rules of the CBA and the NFLPA and all that stuff. Like this is how we work, and this is how we get better. And if you look at the track record, man, I don't think we've had a single losing season since I've been here, and we missed every year. We've been in the playoffs every year but one. In the past couple years, we've really rallied the troops to be able to finish strong and get ourselves to the Super Bowl. So it's just, it's a mentality. It's a mentality, and we take great pride in all the work that we put together. And sure enough, it typically starts right here in St. Joe.
another non-mustache question, but Noah Gray seems to have a little bit of an element in his game where he's able to see the opening maybe before it's there or find where the opening. You've always had that. I'm wondering, did that come natural to you? Was that something you really had to teach yourself?
And as simple as just understanding the game, understanding what the defense is presenting. When you understand the voids and the zones that they're in, you understand where to go and where to be and when to be there. And I think Noah has a great feel for that. It's something that you can try and teach, but you really got to get somebody that's confident in their ability to go out there and do it, right? And that's what Noah brings to the table is his confidence and his ability to be there and his accountability in that aspect. And yeah, I think he played a little quarterback in high school, like he said. So I mean, anytime you're back there and you're reading defenses, you start to feel where you want guys to go, right? And you know, I was a quarterback. I wasn't very good, but I understood where I wanted guys to be versus certain coverages while I was back there. And I think that's naturally just made me more comfortable in when I see a certain defense where I need to be and how, you know, how I can make it easier on the quarterback to get there.
Okay, thanks. Oh, Miss Karen, you want to close this out?
Yeah, close this up. The core of your offense has been together for a while now, but you have a whole new offensive line basically. So are we going to see something maybe just a little bit different this year with the offense? Like you guys a step even more than you've been, but this offensive line coming together, you know, to do some things that you haven't been able to do in the past?
I'll tell you what, this offense has been growing and growing and growing since I've been here. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. We have great players. We have very smart players, which you need to have to expand the offense. And then on top of that, we have high caliber players, guys that can make plays in just about any position on the field. So I think this year you're going to see a lot of fast wide receivers getting open. You're going to see a lot of tight ends finding voids, and you're going to see a lot of running backs getting the handoffs and getting a lot of yards.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, guys.